Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome back to another Captain Ray YouTube video. Today, as you can see, we're flying the British Airways A320neo by any builds. We're flying from London Heathrow to Dusseldorf, Germany. Flight time today is roughly 54 minutes, so yeah, it should be a nice flight. Looking at the weather right now, we do expect some clouds, but not too much turbulence. We are going through a jet stream of wind as well, so yeah. But overall, it looks like a really nice smooth flight today. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Cool. So let's go straight into the cockpit. To be honest, we haven't flown the A320neo on this channel in such a long time, so yeah, it's good to be back. Cool. So pre-start checklist. So parking brake is on, flaps up, speed brakes up, engine mode selected to normal, engine selectors are both off, throttle is idle, gear selector is down, and wipers both off, all lights are off, and battery voltage is above what we need. So battery 1 and 2 is now on, and we've got ground power, so we'll turn that on as well. Nice. Right, ground control can now come on, and we'll turn our nav and logo lights. Turn the no smoking lights on, and the emergency exit lights can now come on. Interior lights can come on, and we'll align the AIRWAYS, so that's going to help us for our direction and navigation. Cool, all of the screens are loading up now nicely. Cool. Right, so having a look over to our dashboard. So we are not Speedbird 942 Charlie, we are 942, actually we are 942 Charlie, aren't we? Yes, we are. Cool. Right, let's get straight into it. Our departure time is 6 PM. It is currently it is not 4:39, it is 5:39, 5:40 now. So yeah, we've got 20 minutes until departure. Cool. Let's get cracking. No. I did put 6 o'clock. Calm. Maybe even put 5 o'clock. I can do that. Let me quickly change it right now. Let's do 5 o'clock. Give me 1 second. There we go. So when I do that, it should change to, and departure time, no, it needs to be let's see if that's changed it. Yeah, there we go, 5 o'clock. So yeah, we do have 20, we've got 19 minutes left. So let's get cracking as soon as possible. Let me try and switch it up as well a tiny bit so it matches here. There you go. Cool. Right. Instruments are looking good, so we'll get the payload coming in as soon as possible. So realistic petrol, so we've got fuel coming in, take 11 seconds. Seatbelt signs can remain off for the meantime. We'll do an APU fire check. Cool, that's looking good. Right, down to the MCDU. Yeah, FMC is for Boeings, and then FMCU is for Airbus. So we're going to request our flight plan. So Heathrow to Dusseldorf, speedbird 942 is our flight number today. And then we can have a look. So flight level 330, winds are all in, which is nice, good to see. And then yeah, that's looking all good so far. We'll have a listen to the ATIS as well in a second, so let's get the radios turned on. There we go. And Heathrow ground 121705. 121.
Kilo, stand 239.
Right, Kilo, stand 239. Turkish 1 Golf Tango, thanks sir.
You're going Qatari 44 Lima Roger taxi, right? 27 left.
Cool. Right, having a look at the ATIS.
Qatari 44 Lima, taxi Golf Foxtrot, hold Fox.
7,500 feet is the transition level, temperature is 12 degrees, and the QNH is 1010. So 7,500 is there, and fuel is all good, and then we will commence boarding. So we'll start the APU and commence boarding. Cool. So seatbelt signs are now all on. Perfect. Cool. Right, so looking at the OFP, it's not looking too bad. We are taking a decent amount of fuel, so 6,000 kilograms of fuel on board today, just because of weather and traffic. And we'll have a listen, we'll have a talk to Heathrow. Heathrow ground, speedbird 942 Charlie, radio check.
Speedbird 942 Charlie, Heathrow ground, visibility 5. Speedbird 448, no further ATC monitor, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, speedbird 448, good night.
Heathrow ground, very good evening to you, speedbird 942 Charlie, with type A320 Neo, stand 512, information kilos on board, requesting IFR clearance to Dusseldorf.
Speedbird 942 Charlie, Heathrow ground, clear Dusseldorf, Brooklands Park 7, Golf departure, squawk 7612.
Clear to Dusseldorf by the Brooklands Park 7, Golf departure, squawking 7612 in the box, speedbird 942 Charlie.
Speedbird 942 Charlie, correct.
Cool, APU is available. We'll get the cabin warmed up now, having a look at it. So yeah, it's quite cold at the moment, so yeah, we'll get that warmed up, and we'll put our squawk 7612 in the squawk 7612. We'll turn that on.
Speedbird 903, Juliet, nothing further. Monitor Unicom 122 Decimite. Good evening.
And it's a
Unicorn
Brooklyn
122
Park
Decimal
7
H,
Golf
Speedbird
departure.
93, Juliet. Good evening.
Departures 27 left today. Nice. So 27 left.
Heathrow ground, good day, Speedbird 73, Heathrow.
Brooklyn Park 7 Golf departure. So initial climb will be 6,000 feet. And our arrival into Dusseldorf is looking like a ILS T3 left for the Kissa
Speedbird 43 behind the Siberia 330.
1
Flying
Alpha.
up 27 left, Heathrow.
Do you think they have a Kissa 1 Golf? PISA 1 Golf. They don't have that, I think. Fine. Cool. Right, so having a look at the flight plan. So it is a right turn out of Heathrow.
Qatari 001, short final 27 right, Heathrow.
So it's a right turn out of Heathrow, over the channel, and then straight into Dusseldorf. Nice. Right, having a look at the equipment. So catering can now go, and we'll get the luggage on board. Terminal 5. Really nice. Now we've got the baggage coming through now. Catering all good. Boarding is still underway. It's good stuff. And we still have 5 minutes left, so that's cool. And we'll turn off the ground power unit, so external power can now come off. And we'll do our engine 1 fire check. Engine 2 fire check. Cool, that's all good. So GPU can now come off. Having a look at our takeoff briefing. Yeah, it was dry today. Weight estimated. Estimated planned weight at about 60, so I think we're going to put it to 6.1 just in case. 61,000 kilograms on board, and then it's 150, 150, 152. We have a look at SimBrief's performance as well. Yeah, they're fairly similar.
Hello
So we'll do
everyone,
that.
my name is Cameron, and on behalf of the entire crew, welcome on board this British Airways flight. To help us depart as soon as possible, please place your larger hand baggage securely in the overhead lockers.
Cool.
Smaller bags, including those
That
tagged
looks
with the yellow
nice.
label,
Looks good
must
to
be
me.
placed under the seat in front
Probably
of
a
you.
2 shift.
If you're sitting in a front row seat or in an emergency exit
And
row,
we'll leave
the
that
floor
for
area
the
around your
end.
seat must be completely clear for takeoff. Once your hand baggage is safely stowed, please make
So
yourself comfortable and keep the aisle
EGLL,
clear
and
of all remaining
once we
customers.
are 15 miles out,
As
there's
a
no
reminder, smoking,
return.
including e-cigarettes, vaping, and
And
use of other
also
smoking
for
devices, is
Dusseldorf,
not permitted
we
at any
will
time
put
whilst on board.
in the Echo
This includes the
Delta
toilets, which are
Delta
fitted
Lima,
with smoke detectors.
and that will
As the
be
aircraft is
8 mile
currently being
radius for when
refueled,
we have
please
to
keep your seatbelts
put our gear down.
unfastened until the fasten
And then
seatbelt sign is
Dusseldorf
switched back.
again,
Once again, thank you.
and
Very
that
well
will be
welcome.
a 15 mile radius. Cool, so that's all good. Red nav 109, yep, that's fine. And everything else is looking fairly good. Right, on to the So it's still 3 minutes, and it is currently 6 PM, so departure time is now. However, we should be alright. So ground has just came offline for Heathrow. Right, okay, cool. Hopefully we can get some tower or some sort, which should be nice. Cool. Hopefully it's a decent flight. I want to say by the time we're in Dusseldorf there's not going to be much ATC, but it looks fairly packed right now anyways, so yeah. $10.28, $9.47. Yeah, still quite a few aircrafts that are coming in about 40 minutes, so our time as well. So yeah, it should hopefully be a bit more ATC there, but you never know. Right. So having a look down here, everything is looking all good. We'll keep that unlocked for the moment. On the panel, top panel is looking good. IRS is all online. We've done our panel checks. Fuel pumps are still off. Battery is looking good. Air conditioning unit is good. Having a look. So yeah, 23 degrees is now very nice. That's the bleed air, which is fine. The pressure in the cabins, obviously because we're on the ground, all of it is still open. Electricity is all good here. AP gen's doing most of the work. Hydraulics are all off. Fuel balance is looking perfect. APU, conditioning, yep. 10 degrees for our brakes, that's fine. Yeah, that's all we need to worry about so far. Right, having on so 35 seconds, and then we should be well on our way. So it's a 27 left departure today, so we'll be nose facing to the south. So I'm going to pre-plan it so that
To help us depart as soon as possible, please place your larger hand baggage securely into the overhead lockers. Smaller bags, including those tagged with the yellow label, must be placed under the seat in front of you. If you're sitting in a front row seat or in an emergency exit row, the floor area must be completely clear for takeoff. Once your hand baggage is safely stowed, please make yourself comfortable and keep the aisle clear for all remaining customers to board.
Right, passengers are all loaded.
As a reminder, smoking, including e-cigarettes,
Zero fuel weight,
vaping,
get our
and
final
use of other
weights.
smoking devices is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This includes the toilets, which are fitted with smoke
Looking
detectors.
all good.
Once again, thank you and a very warm welcome.
And all of that has now been placed in. Perfect. Cabin crew, close doors and prepare for the cross checks, please. Thank you. Right, so I think we are ready. We'll turn on our beacon lights. Pre-flight checklist. Squawk is in. Initial climb is 6,000 feet. We're departing 27 left on the Brooklyn Part 7 Golf departure. QNH 1010. And yeah, that's about it. Right, we'll close off all of our ground equipment now. And get ready for our departure. Ground crew to cockpit. Yep, so we're ready for pushback. We'll be pushing back facing to the south. Appreciate it. So let's get the pushback
Cockpit to
tag.
ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Right. Fuel pumps can now come on. And ground control can remain on. Perfect. I'm going to reduce the brightness. I don't really like my screens too bright.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Alright, ground crew parking brake is released.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Oh,
start
no,
in the
it's not
sequence.
stop actually though.
Heathrow traffic speed 942 Charlie, pushing back stand 512.
Cabin crew, doors to automatic and cross-check, please.
Taxi via Alpha to stand 503.
Once again,
Cool.
welcome on board, everyone. All customers have now boarded, and we're about to brief you on the safety
Right, we'll
procedures.
turn
We
on
ask that you
some
remove your
lights
personal
in here.
headphones until the end of the briefing. Portable electronic devices may be used during the flight, as long as they are in flight safe mode. You may use handheld devices, such as mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers, during takeoff and landing.
Right, so
You may also use personal
let's
headphones at
begin
these
our
times.
engine starts. So
Larger items,
engine
including
motor left
laptops,
to
must be
ignition
switched off
starts.
now and stowed away safely. As a reminder,
And
smoking is
we
not
will
permitted at any
start
time
engine number
whilst
2.
on board.
There we go, it's
And
starting up.
Heathrow traffic 035 X-ray, 12-mile final, HC27 right at 160 knots. Heathrow.
Shuttle 36 on main 180 knots until I
There you go.
have to go down.
Traffic thanks. What is slow to final now?
Shuttle 336 also on final runway 27 right, number 2 on the approach.
Number 786, landing runway 27 right.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Right, parking brake is
Parking
set.
brake set. Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
See ya.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Start the chrono.
Heathrow traffic shell 239, taxi Bravo, Alpha and holding number 3.
Right, so available, we'll start engine number 1. Speed brakes armed and flaps will go to 1 in just a moment. On the brakes, and we'll get the weather and predicted wind shear radar on. Everything on top still looking fine. No warnings, no orange lights. There we go, we've got another British Airways over there. Taxiing down to 27 left. Cool. So we're just 9 minutes behind schedule, but that's all alright. Heathrow traffic, Super 942 Charlie, taxi now for Holden Lehman, Heathrow traffic. Cool, right, so engines are both available now. We're going to turn the ignition off and we'll go flaps 1.
Number 786, vacating runway 27 right by Alpha 10E.
And flight control check, so full left, full right, neutral, Right, flight control. For
Heathrow
left,
traffic in at 1065, entering runway 27
Right.
left.
up, down, neutral, rudder left, rudder right. Cool. Right, APU can now come off. And we are pretty much ready for taxi. And trim needs to be set to, what was it, 0.5 I believe. So yeah, let's get that trim set. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Heathrow traffic, speedbird 35 X-ray heavy, 4 mile final.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome on board this British Airways flight from London Heathrow to Dusseldorf, Germany. Today's flight time is estimated to be around 55 minutes, and we're expecting a prompt departure out of Heathrow within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Our flight today will be fairly smooth. We may experience a tiny bit of turbulence when crossing the channel. However, apart from that, it should be a nice smooth flight into Dusseldorf. Current time in the UK is currently 11 minutes past 5 in the evening, and we're expecting to arrive in Dusseldorf at around 7 PM UK time and roughly 8 PM Dusseldorf. Please listen to the safety briefing that will be given and demonstrated by our cabin crew. And for the remainder of the flight, please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened. Once again, thank you very much for choosing British Airways, and please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you very much. Cool. Right. Well, let's get ready to taxi. Parking brakes is off. Let's go. So there you go, that is Terminal 5 right there. Very nice.
We will now demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Your attention is essential, as these may differ from any aircraft you've flown on before. Please study the safety card in your
Heathrow traffic, Charlotte 239, taking from 27 left.
specific to this aircraft
Good
type,
traffic.
such as brace position and the location and operation of the doors. In the event of an emergency, low-level lighting will guide you to an exit. All exits are clearly marked and are being pointed out to you now. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind this may be behind you. Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. High-heeled shoes must be taken off as they may tear the slide. Please ensure that your seatbelt is fastened. It must be worn whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and it is fastened and adjusted like this, and opened like this. For your comfort and safety, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times during the flight. If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided. Oxygen masks like this will appear automatically.
Griffin Draft Tango Stand 18, push and start is approved, face to the east.
Push and start approved,
Stay in
face
your
to the
seat
east,
and pull
simply
the
control
oxygen
the
mask
tango.
towards you. Place the oxygen mask over your mouth and nose and breathe normally, adjusting the band to secure it. Please note that the bag may not inflate. You may need to pull on a coloured streamer to release your mask.
BC53 X-ray Victor taxi right onto 08 left. Romeo Lima stand 52 left.
Your life jacket
Onto
is
08
underneath
left,
the side
Romeo
of your
Lima
seat.
stand 5 to left,
If
receive 5 to
required,
left.
remove the jacket from its container and pull it over your head.
Tower, good evening. Easy
Fasten the
45
tapes
Mark
around your
with
waist.
information Golf at stand
Tie them
553,
securely
aircraft
in a
type
double bow
A320,
at the
clearance
side.
to Amsterdam, please.
BC55 Mike Gatwick Tower, hello, just verify your stand number again for me, please.
Inflate, pull the the red toggle
Stand
as
553.
shown.
Easy 55 Mike.
The air can be topped up by using
Easy
this
55
mouthpiece.
Mike, thank you. Cleared
There is a
to
whistle
Amsterdam,
and a
frame
light
1
for
Mike,
attracting
departure
attention.
initial 4,000 feet, squawk
Do not display
5662.
your life jackets until you are outside the aircraft.
Cleared to Amsterdam, initial climb 4,000, squawk 5562, easy 55 Mike.
Handheld devices must
Easy
be held
55 Mike,
securely
correct.
or placed into a pocket.
Easy 9006 behind you, landing company 320 on a 2-mile final, the Alpha 1 line up
So we're
26 left
currently
behind.
listening to
Roger, behind the
Gary,
landing company, line up 26 left
ground
behind. Easy 9006.
tower.
Please don't move it and let one of your cabin crew know.
So yeah. And then
Devices
for
must be
takeoff
switched
we
off
will
and
be
disconnected
on
from
to
any
the
seat
Unicorn
power
again.
sockets when not being used in flight.
Look at that beautiful
Ensure your hand
British
baggage
Airways
does not block
A380
the
there.
aisles or exits. It must be put under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker.
We'll do a
Place
brake
items
test.
into the locker carefully as they may fall out and into
Brakes
someone.
are working well.
So easy 505, wind 230 degrees 6 knots, 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, easy 505, thank you.
Please now ensure that your seat is in
Really
the
nice.
upright and takeoff position with the armrest down and your tray table is folded away.
Control tower over there.
Your blinds must now be in the open position in preparation for takeoff.
Seems fairly empty today in Heathrow. All of the evening departures have already taken off pretty much.
This includes the toilet switch
After 8
operative
PM it
with
kind of
smoke
gets a bit
detectors.
quiet, so yeah.
If you have any questions, please ask a member of your cabin crew. Thank you very much for your attention.
Express 171 on the clock, and thank you for the service. Bye-bye.
Have a good evening. Easy 84 Romeo Kilo behind you departing east, or behind you departing company 319, just lining up, the Alpha 1 line up 26 left behind.
Departing company.
So all that we need to do now is make sure that we don't overspeed, and yeah, that nothing kind of pops up on our screens. So yeah, but I mean, so far so good, nothing bad. I think there may be a couple departures from Terminal 4 over there. But yeah, I mean, I've been really enjoying this A320neo plane. It's really nice. Really good plane to fly, actually. It's very realistic. There you go. So there's a aircraft coming in to land runway 27 right. Really nice. There is a Boeing 777 over there. Probably just coming out of maintenance or something. And if you look carefully, there's a Concorde in front of us, which is nice. Heathrow traffic speed 942 Charlie, taking off runway 27 left, Heathrow traffic. Got another 787 I believe down there. Fairly nice. Right, so we're going to dim the lights now in the cabin. It's coming to our takeoff. And then we can now turn off there. Alright, well, I am ready for takeoff when you are. There's a runway over here. We're just about to reach Lomond as well, I believe. So we are going to take off.
Traffic, speedbird 28 Juliet Golf, pushing back, stand 543 facing southeast on traffic.
I'm going to take off via November 2 Whiskey. And cabin crew seats for takeoff, please. Thank you. Right, let's get the strobe lights on. Chrono's off. landing lights are now on, and we have now turned on our takeoff lights. TCAS is now on, and we are pretty much ready for takeoff. So cleared left side, cleared right, and then we are going to spin it now. Right. Well, let's do it. Right, chrono is on. 50%. Stable. Take off. Flex 58 SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. 60 knots. Rates of climb is always coming up. And we're going to maintain that climb. Heathrow traffic speed at 942 Charlie is airborne and climbing 1,800 feet on the Bookman Park 7 Golf departure. Heathrow traffic.
Heathrow traffic, South 222, radio check.
5.
5 by 5. Alright, so leave a climb. Speed check, flaps up. And we're still hand flying the aircraft. And onto the autopilot. Right, we'll climb up to about 12,000 feet. Ground spoilers can now get disarmed. And runway turn-off lights can come off, nav lights on to 1, and strobe lights to auto. There we go, nice departure out of Heathrow. And we're going into some clouds already, nice. So what is going to happen is essentially we're going to be taking like a whole U-turn, and then on our right side we're just about, there you go, there's Heathrow there, just about, you can see it. So that's runway 27 right, I believe. That's we've taken off over there. So yeah, that's Heathrow. We'll be seeing that soon, hopefully. It's going to literally continue doing a right turn. Right, passing the transition level, QNH is now set to standard pressure. And we will climb to flight level 330. Nice, good stuff. So we departed about 2 minutes. So we're not, well, we are kind of 20 minutes off. We should arrive fairly promptly, 6:30 hours time, hopefully. But yeah, it's looking good, it's looking good. Right, passing 10,000 feet, which is fairly rapid. Turn off our landing lights. And into the open we go now.
My name is Cameron Dix, the in-flight manager, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all on board with us today. I'd just like to introduce the rest of the crew. Working alongside me in Club Europe, we have Moira, and David and Alexis will be working in Euro Traveller. So I'd like to add a special welcome to our executive club members and frequent flyers from our One World Alliance partners. May I remind you to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated. It must remain securely fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is on. When opening overhead lockers, please do take care, as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. As a reminder, smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and the use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This includes the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors. Our BA Wi-Fi is available on today's flight. To connect to the network, visit shop.ba.com to discover the offers available. To keep up to date with the latest travel trends, to find an original guide to your destination, or tips on how to make the most of your time in the sky, read the digital version of High Life magazine for free via the .air Wi-Fi login screen on your personal electronic device. All phones should be placed to silent to avoid disturbing other customers. Video and phone calls are also not permitted at any time during the flight. We're about to start the onboard service. If you have a food allergy or would like information on specific allergens on today's flight, please contact any member of the crew. If you're seated in our Club Europe cabin, we'll be offering you a complimentary choice of meal and drinks from the bar. Euro Traveller will be offering you a complimentary bottle of water and a snack.
Post speed on 12865
service.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Get the money. Items on today's flight. Please connect to the BA Wi-Fi and visit shop.ba.com to discover the items available. Refer to the menu card in your seat pocket. For now, we invite you to make yourself at home and enjoy our hospitality here at British Airways. If there's anything that my team or I can do to make your journey more comfortable, then please just let us know. Thanks very much and enjoy your flight.
Speedbird 448, reduce the speed to 220 knots and descend to flight level 45.
So there we go. Nice speed departure.
220 and flight level 45, speedbird 448.
Beeline 210, direct NAPRO.
No, expected to hit our top of
Get them on at 10, hello, descend flight level 70, direct Arctic for runway 27.
40 miles, I believe.
KLM 1910, direct R-tip, descent level 70.
Nice.
Delta Alpha Golf, Roger, taxi 1 point Golf 1, runway 22. Frontal 13 Alpha, left on Alpha to gate Bravo 27.
Left on Alpha to
so
gate
right
Bravo
now
27.
we're listening to Amsterdam radar. So yeah.
Get a 104, keep speed 250 until further advised. Get an 812, direct Baden.
Direct Baden, KLM 812.
KLM 104, keep the high speed for now, descend to 2000, QNH 1007, cleared straight in, ILS 27. KLM 104, keep the high speed 250, I call you for speed reduction. Speedbird 448, reduce your speed further to minimum clean and descend to 3000 feet on QNH 1007.
Minimum clean speed and descend 3000 feet, QNH 1007, speedbird 448.
Delta Alpha Golf, Roger, confirm ready for departure? Delta Alpha Golf, runway 22, cleared for takeoff, the wind 28011.
Good takeoff,
Cool. Oh, it's
VLAN
everything seems
210,
fairly
there is no
nice.
further ATC, climb flight level 330, free change
No, it's
approved.
just
Bye.
kind of cruise.
Flight level
and,
330 going to Unicom VLine
make
210,
sure
thank you, goedenavond.
that
Tot
nothing
ziens.
goes wrong. So yeah, so following the instruments at the moment.
Kelm 37 Fox, information hotel, QNH 1007, start and push approved.
I'm gonna burn a bit of fuel by speeding up.
Kelm 104, reduce your speed to 180 knots to maintain that till the glide slope. Speed at 448, reduce your speed to 180 knots.
Speed 180, speedbed 448.
Kelm 1910 after our tip to Titvo for a straight in, ILS on 27, information hotel.
KLM 1910, hotel on board, after RTIP direct you go straight in runway 27.
And that way to 1,200.
Delta Alpha Golf identified, climb flight level 230.
Well, I'll take the same right now.
Speed at 448, to right heading 180, descent to 2000
Right,
feet.
everything seems smooth.
Turn right 180 and
You've got
speed
a
and flyable. Not flyable. Descent
tailwind of
2000.
68.
Speedbed 448.
Potentially might
Kelm 104, maintain 180 knots till the glide, and then 160 to 40.
put it to
standard
auto
speeds.
advisory so the cabin crew can kind of deal with the seatbelts, whether they think it's suitable to turn off the seatbelts or not.
Yeah, till 40
But I've already put an advisory that it's safe to do so, so yeah.
Kelm 104,
They want to,
160
they
to
can.
40 meters.
Right, so although we are cruising and we've
Kelm
just
104,
taken off,
accept nog een keertje, 180 to
we
the
will
glide, and then
have a
160
look
to
at
40
some of the
meters.
charts. I know that you can't see the charts, but I'm having a look at the charts.
Speed
at
at
the
448,
moment.
to right heading 240, 27, you cleared ILS 27.
So
Turn
looking at
right
the charts.
240 to intercept and cleared ILS 27, speedbed 448.
Kelm 812, you're leaving my sector, climb flight level 310, free change
So
approved, no further ATC. Bye.
left.
310, bedankt voor de service, Unicom KLM 812, fijne avond.
Tot ziens,
we'll
Delta
have a
Alpha
look
Golf,
at
fly
some of
direct
the
to Rome.
arrivals.
Direct Romy, Delta Alpha Golf.
Kelm 104, runway 27, you are clear to land, the wind 28011.
So piece up 2-3.
Speed at 448, I'm closing shortly. You can make the rest of the approach on discretion. You're 6 miles behind the heavy now. You may reduce the speed as convenient.
Roger, speedbed 448.
Also, KLM 37 Fox, is next.
37 Fox, taxi via Alpha 4 and Bravo to holding point Sierra 7, runway 24.
Alpha 4 Bravo, holding point Sierra 7.
So why is it telling me piece up
Okay,
one
all
goal?
stations, all stations, all stations. Amsterdam is now closing. Free change approved. Good night, bye.
Fijne avond, dankjewel.
So we could do a Jeddah and whatnot. So Amsterdam has closed, which not great, but that's fine. Let's have a look. Copenhagen control. We can have a listen. 119555. this seems fairly quiet as well. Right, well anyways, looking at the charts, don't know whether I can show you. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that. But anyways, what it's saying is after piss up we do a Jeddah. Okay, cool. Right, let me have a look at our flight plan. After Jeddah, we get Zamod, after Zamod we get
Descending 160 for Papa Foxtrot.
DL420. So Delta Lima 420. And then we'll get Delta Lima. Oh, Delta Lima 420, and then we get Delta Lima 421. 421. Insert. After Delta Lima 421 we get Delta Lima 422. So Delta Lima 422. I'm guessing it's just 40. And next is Delta Lima 426. So next is Delta Lima 426. And we'll insert that. Delta Lima 428. Delta Lima 428 is then after that. And then you got Delta Lima 429.
Cancel hold, right heading 270 degrees, Lufthansa 4 Papa Foxtrot.
Delta Lima 429. And then Delta Lima 430, and then that's the last one. Cool. Delta Lima 4. Cool. Right. We then clear that. What does it look like? Yeah, that doesn't look right, does it?
Flight level 104 Papa Foxtrot, sorry about that.
So we need to actually remove that one there. And we remove Dusseldorf.
Right heading 350, speed 210 knots, Lufthansa 4 Papa Foxtrot.
And then we can do that.
310, Lufthansa 4 Papa Foxtrot. 250, speed 250, heading 310, Lufthansa 4 Papa Foxtrot.
There we go. What we can actually do, there's a way that you can extend the center line. Let me have a look how we can do that.
Just cut away all that excess.
Right, so...
Right heading 360, Lufthansa 4 Papa Foxtrot.
Our fix info and our destination is Echo Delta Delta Lima. Alright, so Echo Delta Delta Lima, G3 left.
Right heading 090, Lufthansa 4 Papa Foxtrot.
Echo Delta Delta Lima, G3 left. Cool.
Tag ist Swiss Air
So now we look at the opposite heading of the runway.
We don't have it in delivery, right?
So that is 05 right.
Descending 090 for Papa Foxtrot.
Yeah, 05 right.
Hallo?
So 05 right. So 050 minus 180.
Direct next or rejoining arrival, Lufthansa 4 Papa Foxtrot.
So 050 plus 360. So 360 degrees, we're left with
108.455, amazing job, have a nice evening, Lufthansa 4 Papa Foxtrot.
So 050. And that does not make any sense at all. So then where do we put that? Oh, so put that in 050. Okay, cool. So our top of descent is coming up fairly soon, so you need to prepare for that. our so we just need to be in line with that blue line there, which is fine, you can do that. Cool. Looks all good to me. So descending is going to be descending to flight level 60, I believe. That's our first one, 6,000, yeah. Cool, right, we'll let the cabin know what's happening. And then, yeah, get ready for our arrival. Great, so Dusseldorf is all afloat now, which is just great. Let's have a look.
Hello.
Yep, Dusseldorf is off. Great. Yes, should be right. Alright, so to just save a bit of time, we're gonna head direct to Racket, which will just save us a bit of time. So right now, currently we are flying over Amsterdam. There you go, head looking down, that's all of like Amsterdam and whatnot. Very nice. Right, I'm going to turn the seatbelt signs on just because of the wind speeds. We've got 115 knots coming in from the back. And looking at the ATIS before they had left, it is fairly alright, I believe. So yeah, it was 2-3 left, so it wasn't a vectoring for the ILS. Transition level 70, wind 250, cool. I mean, we might as well get it in. It's better sooner than later. Alright, let's get our arrival set up. So yeah, even the aircraft is telling us to check our destination data. Right, so information Juliet. And runway 2 for left. Transition level is 7,000 feet. Wind 250, 12 knots. .250, 12 knots. The temperature is 9 degrees. So 9 degrees and 1008 is the QNH. And looking for the Barrow. The Barrow for Dusseldorf runway 23 left is, so we are Cat C, I believe. It will be a Cat 1, so it's oh, the Cat 2, I think it's Cat 2, so 214 is our Barrow, 214, and looking at our landing performance. Don't think the conditions are wet, but we will take a wet runway. So 140 visual approach speed and brakes low auto. we'll get that set up now, and it's a 140 for the visual approach. Right, well, destination data is all set up. If we do need to go around, flaps retracted from full is 147, so they need to be retracted. Slats clean by 191 knots, and then full flaps up by 226 for the go around. Cool, that's all perfect. Now we just chill until 6,000 till our descent. So I'm going to get 6,000 feet ready, and then we will be we'll hit that very shortly. Currently 30 minutes into our flight time. I'm going to speed up, like I said already, just to kind of burn off some fuel. And obviously we've got the wind on our side as well, giving us a tailwind. And also because of the speed, I am going to commence the descent now. So we'll do one more call to the cabin, let them know we are now on descent. And 133230. 133 230. Cool.
The captain has now switched on the fasten seatbelt signs, as will shortly be landing. Please now return to your seat and make sure that all your personal belongings are safely put away into the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you. Once again, if you're sitting in a front row seat or an emergency exit row, please place all items back into the overhead lockers only, leaving the floor area around your seat completely clear for landing. If you will, please check that your table is folded away, your seat is in the landing position, the armrest down, and your seatbelt is securely fastened.
There's rain, so we do expect a bit of rain.
Seated by a window and have lowered the blind, please return this to the open position in preparation for landing. You may continue to use handheld electronic devices for landing. These must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger items, including laptops, must be switched off now and stowed away safely. Please take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exit and study the safety card in your seat area. As a reminder, in the event of an emergency, leave all hand baggage behind. Thank you.
Cool. Germany there, and yeah, we will continue our descent. So far so good. There is probably
München radar, Lufthansa cargo 8481, level 80.
The cargo 8481, München radar identified. Information Delta, expect ILS approach runway 26 left.
Information Delta, expect
fairly
26 left. Lufthansa cargo 841.
München radar, Lufthansa 74 Alpha, flight level 70.
Lufthansa 74 Alpha, München radar identified. Climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Lufthansa 74 Alpha.
Lufthansa 74 Alpha, direct Noxy.
Direct Noxy,
Lufthansa 75.
Right, descending's all nice. Right, looking at the circumstances, we may need to vector ourselves into Dusseldorf. Cool. Okay, that's some speed brakes up. Give us a bit more drag.
To Pabami and possible best in 0 as well.
It's kind of
The line 1 Alpha München radar identified. Proceed direct Monarch.
Direct Monarch, that's okay.
At the chief left. What are the altitude constraints? It's 4,000. Speed brake still out, yes.
Lufthansa Cargo 8481, descent altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1002.
Right, 1002, descent 5,000 feet, Lufthansa Cargo 8481.
Do 9.9, yeah, that sounds right. So yeah, we are definitely not making it 6,000 feet by actually.
Terror 3 Romeo Kilo München radar identified. Terra 3 Romeo Kilo, proceed direct Monarch.
Okay, radar, good evening, Martin Air 7 Delta Echo Heavy at level 360 inbound, Pabni.
Martin Air 7 Delta Echo München radar identified, proceed direct Monarch.
Proceeding direct to Monarch, Martin Air 7 Delta Echo, thank you.
So we'll go into a hold just to reduce our speed and reduce our altitude, and then we'll be on our way into Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf traffic, speed 942 Charlie, in a hold at waypoint at Jeddah, flight level 140. Alright, so we'll keep the speed brake up. There it is, as you can see. And yeah, we're just going to carry on our left-hand turn circuits. Sorry, not circuits, holds. That's because the flight plan thought that we had to be a bit higher, but hey ho, is what it is, what it is. As a pilot, you need to be ready for any sorts of errors to happen. Did I just put 1-4? That's not right. It's 2-1. There we go. So yeah, I think maybe just one hold might be enough, just to kind of reduce our speed a tiny bit. What do we need to be at? We need to be at fairly low speed now, so yeah, I mean, I think we could hold at 220. 220 is valid. So yeah, got the moon inside as well. It's quite a nice evening to be arriving into Dusseldorf. Nav lights, strobe lights are all on, and yeah, it's looking good. Right, so from there we need to be at 220, and we're looking at about 3,000 feet after that. So let's have a look at what we can do. So yeah, maybe let's actually just put it to 3,000, and then we'll be able to control that. And then we can exit the hold. So we'll do this final turn. We can actually stay at like 230. Plus the speed brakes can now come in, passing the QNH 1007 actually, okay, right. So 1007. And we will exit the hold. And what is going to happen here is we're going to go direct to, I want to say it's we're going direct over there. Add a bit of speed in. maintain our current heading and altitude, and we'll just let the aircraft do the job. Right, weather seems all good, we'll turn that off for now. Once, if you can see that green ball, once that starts to come down, then it will start to descend with it really nicely. So we'll hold it there. Once it starts to come down, then we'll reduce our speed a bit. But yeah, now we are fairly close to our arrival, so yeah. I think you can just about see the airport over there, I believe. So yeah, really, honestly not too far at all now. Right, we'll maintain 5,000 feet.
Seats for landing.
And yeah, cabin crew, as you said, seats for the landing. I'll do one more call. Everything seems all good at the moment. Speed up to 250. We are below 10,000, so we can't go above 250, but we can speed it up to 250. Right, everything looks all good. We've got the ILS, it's already locked in, so that's good. Now we just wait. I do see an aircraft. I don't know what its plans are, but I think it's landing. And it hasn't said anything, so we may need to just take that into account. Yep, it is. Slow down for them. Obviously, as you can see, the ILS is starting to come in now as well, and also the green dot, as I mentioned. So we're going to slow down for the aircraft ahead, just over there. So we are 15 nautical miles in. That aircraft is fairly close. I don't know what its plans are, but we're going to let it go in front. I think it's already kind of established as well. Right, we are now 3,000 feet. They're giving us a bit of space to the aircraft in front to land, and then we'll be landing very shortly. Dusseldorf traffic. Right, well, we will start to get ready. Cabin crew seats for landing, please.
2,500.
Right, gear is down. Flaps 1, speed check. Dusseldorf traffic, speed 249 Charlie, establish island approach runway 23 left. Right, speed is 140 knots. So we are fully established, gear is down, flaps 4, and we are speed 140 knots. Landing lights are all on. Right, we'll make sure the cabin's ready. Cabin's ready and spoiler is on. So we've got 2 arrivals, runway 23 right and 23 left. Nice. And Dusseldorf traffic, speedbird 942 Charlie, landing runway 23 left, Dusseldorf traffic. Alright. Cool. I have control. 400 feet checked.
300. 200. Minimum
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5,
Right, well, welcome to Dusseldorf.
A very warm welcome to our destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. Once it's safe to do so, please take care when you open the overhead lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. You may now make and receive calls and use all data services on your handheld electronic devices.
Oh, welcome.
Please check that you have all of your personal belongings with you before you leave the aircraft. If you require any assistance here at our destination, then please speak to our ground staff colleagues who will be happy to help. For those customers who have ordered special assistance to leave the aircraft today, please remain seated until the aisle around you is clear and our crew will be on hand to assist you. Finally, on behalf of all of us here at British Airways and the One World Alliance, we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us. It's been our pleasure looking after you, and we hope to welcome you on board again sometime soon. Once again, thank you, and a very good afternoon to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome into Dusseldorf. The current time in Dusseldorf is currently 18 minutes past 7 in the evening. Your flight time today was 56 minutes and 13 seconds. The current temperatures in Dusseldorf is 9 degrees Celsius with fairly low winds. Once again, it's been a pleasure having you guys on board this British Airways flight. And for myself and the rest of the British Airways crew, we do wish you a safe onward journey. Thank you very much for flying with British Airways, and we do hope to see you again flying with us very soon. Thank you very much and have a very good evening. Thank you. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at that landing weight as well. Yeah, 218 again, no way. So yeah, it was fairly heavy on the landing. But obviously with practice we'll soon get there. It wasn't the worst, that's for sure. It's been a fairly perfect flight as well, which is nice. So Charlie 06 is our stand today. Is that Charlie 06? Here it is. Right. Cool, right. Lights off. go. Nice and smooth. Have a look over there. And that would do. Right, parking brake is set. TCAS is off, flaps all up. Nice. Right, we'll let the engines cool down a tiny bit. So we'll give it a minute, give it like 20 more seconds, and then we will turn the engines off. Because basically after like a good hour flight, you do want to just let the engines cool down and just spool down a tiny bit. So there you go, it's 20 now. Right. AP bleed is now on, and engine 1 and 2 is off. Cabin crew, all doors are in park.
Cross-check. Thank you.
Right, cool. Let's turn those lights on. Let's see. Once it goes below 300, beacon lights can now come
disembark
off.
the aircraft. Please take care as you leave us and ensure that you take all of your personal belongings with you.
Nice.
Once you've left the
Ground
aircraft,
control.
please follow the directions of our ground staff colleagues who will be able to direct you. Thank you.
Cool. Right. There you go. So the gate is now coming at 56 minutes. Nice. Alright, TCAS can now come off. There you go, welcome to Dusseldorf, everybody. Nice, really nice approach. It's a good arrival into Heathrow into Dusseldorf as well, so yeah. See, when I thought I was going to butter that landing as well, man. Because I lifted up a tiny bit early, and then I felt the aircraft was just going to float, and I was like, oh man, I might as well just get the aircraft down. So I did add a bit of like, I did put a bit of input, and then unfortunately it did go, it was probably a bit too much input. Maybe I should have just let it float. But I mean, like, overall it was a really nice flight, really good flight, really nice and smooth. Nothing too crazy. We did have to jump into a holding pattern on our arrival, but apart from that it was all good. It was also a dual arrival, so yeah, not too bad at all. Kind of just looking at it right now. It was definitely a very nice arrival anyway, so yeah. Perfecto. Right, well, that concludes the end of our video. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was being the flight from London Heathrow to Dusseldorf. We did do this flight yesterday, I believe. It was just something where I wasn't really satisfied with the quality of the video, and so literally the night, I think it was either that night or the day after, I did a couple adjustments to the simulator and settings, so now it looks really nicer. The floor and the textures looks really nice. Performance is way better as well, so yeah, expect a lot more videos coming up with the A320neo. 737 will definitely be coming up. We'll do Palma de Mallorca very soon. But yeah, once again, thank you very much. I've been Captain Ray. You've been watching the Heathrow to Dusseldorf video in the A320neo, and yeah, we will see you again in the next vid. It's probably coming out this week, so yeah, being very active on the flights. But yeah, take care, have a good evening, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya!